and welcome to another BookTube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. It's a really sunny day. If I look here, I can't see anything. I can just see the outline of your face. Yeah, I can see it. We've had to draw the curtains a bit in here, but there is still there's a beam of light coming through.
There's a lot
if
of
we're
light.
squinting a lot, Minnie looks like she's directing us, doesn't she?
She does.
Are we doing okay, Munchie? Yes.
Right.
She's got, her hair's got so
Mini
long
babe.
that her neck fur is now in her mouth quite all the time.
Yeah.
We have to take it out of her mouth.
She doesn't like it.
Doesn't like it. Today, David's here. Hello, David.
All right.
How are you?
Tired.
Yeah, we're both a bit tired. But we're going to be talking about, we're going to do a quarterly reading update from David. So we did your reading resolutions video in January and everyone was quite keen to hear David's update as the year... Was that a bit crisp?
It was a bit crisp.
Bit of crisp.
Really crisp.
Bit of crisp. And we're going to talk quarterly about what David's been reading. So, your plan for this year, please, if you wouldn't mind telling the boys
10
and girls.
books.
10 books you wanted to read this
10
year.
books.
Are you on schedule?
I'm ahead of schedule.
So, 10 books is roughly, well, it's less than a book a
It's
month,
less
isn't
than a
it?
book a month.
What have you read so far?
So I've read 3 books so far.
He's read 3 books so far, one of which is an audiobook,
Yep.
one's a graphic novel,
Yep.
and one's a non-fiction book.
Yep.
So we're going to talk through them.
We are.
So start with the first book you read this year.
Food Anatomy is what I read first.
By Julia Rothman.
By Julia Rothers.
This is what I bought David for Christmas. This is a
This is my graphic novel that I read.
graphic novel all about food.
Yep.
What bits did you like in it?
All of it.
I really like the illustration. Actually, I'm going to read this month, if you
Yeah.
wouldn't mind me adding it
No,
to my
it's
poem.
fine. You'll fly through it.
Yeah, it's just got different bits about what it's like to eat food in different countries. From
Like
all
their
things
main foods and all about fruit and veg and some hand little tips like what they use to cook. It's cool. It was interesting. I really liked it.
And how many stars did you give it?
I think I gave it 3. I can't
Oh, I like
remember.
that.
That's
Look,
even-
a page of all different
a
shapes of
page
pasta.
of all different pastas. Some of them I've not even heard of.
Yeah, there's also one called Farm Anatomy and another one. But
Yeah.
you were quite. You said you didn't know if you'd be so into it.
No, I don't think
Nature Anatomy.
because I like my meat.
That's his food.
And this has got a lot of meat, and it's got like desserts and stuff in it.
So
And,
yeah.
some quite, and they had the odd recipe, and then they had a really good recipe for like they talk about sandwiches.
We both just had a sandwich.
I just had a naughty Subway actually. Yours was nice. Mine tasted of nothing.
Well,
really.
every time I have tuna Subway, and you always say, "Oh, I should have got tuna. I'm gonna get tuna next time."
I know.
Today, as you left here, you said you were getting tuna. What did you get?
Some pizza.
It tasted of nothing. He said. Rubbish.
Sorry,
Right, the
Subway.
next book you read was you listened to
We listened
the
to was the
audiobook of Parsnips Buttered by Joe Lycett.
Lycett.
We listened to that
On the
in
way
a car
to
journey.
Liverpool.
Yeah,
To visit Simon and Chris.
we did, and it was very short actually. It was only about 3 hours long, I think, which is pretty short for an audiobook. Audiobooks are normally much longer. And Joe Lycett is a comedian from the UK. So it's a lot of it's like UK based humour, but we both really chuckled, didn't we?
It was, yeah.
We both found it very fun.
It was more like memoirs and like stories of what he's been up to. Because he loves a moan and he loves to complain.
He likes to
about
write a
things.
letter, so it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a series of like complaint letters and things like that about like parking tickets and things like that. It was enjoyable.
It was very funny,
and it did the job. And I did find it very funny.
We were lolling, wasn't we?
So yeah, how many stars did you give that?
4 stars.
4.
That was very good. It was very enjoyable.
However, 3 and 4 stars. Next book, not so many stars. What was the next book you read?
Right. When I saw this before because Father Christmas got me for this. Is Ayoade on Ayoade, A Cinematic Odyssey, and this is Richard Ayoade, who is also a British comedian. He gets around on all the TV shows.
He's an
and the
actor as
panel
well,
shows.
isn't he?
And he's an actor and he's a director and a writer. And basically, this is him interviewing himself, and it's set out like a proper interview. I just couldn't get on with it.
Ayoade and Ayoade.
I think he's a very clever, witty man, but this just did not work for me, unfortunately. They had a little appendix thing in the back.
You had to keep referring to the back, didn't you?
Yeah, and we found out a cool tip that because I was getting annoyed having to flick through, so I just had a second bookmark. But it still annoyed me.
Yeah.
I just didn't find it very funny. Some of it was a bit... I don't know whether I just wasn't clever enough to understand. I'm not sure. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I kind of slogged through it, if I'm honest. But I was kind of, because every now and again it would make me laugh. So I thought I'm going to stick it through, and I think that's why I took longer. I probably would have flown for it a bit longer.
Yeah.
but I think I gave it 2 stars.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Richard.
Sorry, Richie. So now what are you reading?
Ah!
So 3 books done.
So 3 books done. Well done, me. So this one is called The Elephant Whisperer by Lawrence Anthony. And so it's based in South Africa. It's about this chap who accepts a herd of elephants, and it's just about the life of him looking after these herd of elephants. Now I'm only like not even that. I'm only about 10 pages in.
You're 5 pages in, David.
5 pages in.
You haven't even got to chapter 1 yet.
That was the introduction.
Oh, you read the introduction.
Yeah.
The prologue.
The prologue.
And you found it enjoyable.
I loved the first 5 pages.
Good. Got some pictures in there as well.
Because we've had a busy weekend, well, week/weekend. I haven't had a chance to sink my teeth into it yet, but I'm going to.
Are you maybe going to potentially do a bit now?
Yes, I could do. Yeah.
Lovely. And then after that, so we just want to talk about the book. So that will be 4 books, and then the next book you're going to
I'm going to let you talk about this because you know more about this
is
than me.
a book I've literally been sent in the post to me today. I haven't even hauled this yet, but I read it to you and you said you really liked the sound of it. This is The Impossible Fortress by Jason Rekulek, published by Faber and Faber. They sent me some really cool stickers with it as well, and nerds, which we ate instantly, didn't we?
Nerds.
Oh, my phone's going 10 to a dozen over there. We ate the nerds straight away. So this book is set in 1987. In America. It says here, I'll read it out to you. Yeah, we both really like things set in the 80s.
I like Americas and I like 80s.
Ronald Reagan is in the White House, Prince and Madonna are on the radio, but most importantly, Wheel of Fortune hostess Vanna White is on the cover of Playboy. Billy Marvin and his friends, Alf and Clark, have to get hold of a copy. The trouble is, no shopkeeper in America is going to sell something so scandalous to 3 14-year-old gaming nerds. The only thing for it is a full-scale heist. As they set out on their mission to steal the most wanted images in America, they have no idea of the danger that lies ahead, nor that a 5 1/4-inch floppy disk will turn up in Billy's locker and change everything. First there were video games, then Playboy, and now, holy crap, Mary Zelinsky. And quite a lot of it's like written in font and things like the computer font.
Yeah, like HTML code and stuff like that. It's awesome.
I think you're going to be really into it.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to reading this as well.
Sounds wicked. That sounds like the type of thing that... How old is it?
It's only published this year.
I was going to say, because
it's published, I was going to say,
that sounds like the type of thing that, if it was older, it would have been made into a film by now.
Yeah. So, 80s, America, computer games, David.
Tick, tick.
So, you're doing very well.
I am, and I'm really, I'm really excited about these 2 books. I'm really excited about them. Because that one's about animals, that one's about 80s and video games.
And you haven't read any novels this year, so this will be your first novel.
So that'll be my first novel.
Lovely.
Yeah,
you can
so
take
I'm
that
very
on
excited.
holiday with you.
I can say, yeah, I certainly will.
Cool.
I'm very excited.
So so that's David's reading update so far.
I'm doing all right, guys. I'm doing
it
all right.
like this nicely. That's David's reading update so far. I hope you all enjoyed watching this video. If you want to give David some words of encouragement, then please do down below and let him know how wonderful he's doing. If you've got any books you'd like to recommend to him, what are the books you like? Non-fiction books about animals. Yep. That's how you found out about The Elephant Whisperer. Somebody somebody recommended it to him. So if anyone's got any other ones...
and lots of people have recommended me lots of books, which I've got them all written down somewhere. So I got recommended, I think, overall nearly between 15 and 20 books.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. You have to show me some of them.
I will do.
The sun is in my eyes. So while I'm off now, I'm having cannelloni for dinner. What are you going to have for dinner? Pizza. We're going to watch an Alfred Hitchcock film. We're going to have a nice cosy time. I might pop in the bath. So that's it from us, and I will see you all again on Wednesday for another BookTube video. Goodbye.